We in the age of the digital. Politicians just as crooked as the criminals. Hidden message in the music is subliminal. That's why we do what we do, it's so political. A revolution right now. Gamble and Rashad, we came to get down. We on the web, you ain't gotta touch the dial. It's so PolitiCAL. Real music, and you know you love the sound. Real talk, man, that's how we get down. Real news, we the hottest show around. It's so PolitiCAL. So PolitiCAL. We on the web, you ain't gotta touch the dial. Real music, man, you know you love the sound. It's so PolitiCAL. Rashad and Gamble, man, we came to get down. So PolitiCAL.
Welcome to So PolitiCAL. I'm Rashad, and this is Real News. Our first story comes out of the White House, but first I pose to you this question. Does the President of the United States have the right to order the assassination of any American anywhere in the world without any oversight from Congress or the courts, even if that citizen is not currently plotting a terrorist attack? Constitutionally, the answer is no. A memo was leaked recently from the Department of Justice regarding the killing of U.S. citizens abroad. The memo sparked a scathing response from the American Civil Liberties Union. They had this to say about the issue. This is a profoundly disturbing document, and it's hard to believe it was produced and built in a democracy built on a system of checks and balances. It summarizes in cold legal terms a stunning overreach of executive authority, the claimed power to declare Americans a threat and kill them far from a recognized battlefield and without any judicial involvement before or after the fact. Just after Obama ordered the memos be shared with Congress. In related news, Senator Rand Paul of Kentucky received a tremendous amount of support online and in Washington when he stood and spoke for nearly 13 hours against the use of unmanned drones. Paul received lots of support from the civil liberty community on both the left and the right, who have long been uncomfortable with the use of drones. Paul is quoted saying he hopes his efforts help spur a national debate about the limits of executive power and the scope of every American's natural right to be free. Meanwhile, Joe Biden's office apologized for forcing journalist Jeremy Barr to delete an event photo. After an anti-domestic violence event, Biden staffers Donna Rosenweg forced student Jeremy Barr to delete photos he had taken of the event because he sat in a non-press area and that gave him an advantage over other journalists. Dean Lucy A. Dalgish of Philip Morris College of Journalism had this to say about the event. Rockville is not a third world country where police state-style media censorship is expected. I request an immediate apology to our reporter Jeremy Barr and to the editors and staff of Capitol News Service. I also request that your staff be trained in basic First Amendment rights of citizens and media to ensure such tactics are not employed in the future. Our next story is out of the Department of Homeland Security. Last March, DHS bought 450 million rounds of .40 caliber ammunition to be spread throughout the department. Weeks later, DHS made an additional request for 750 million rounds. Major General Jerry Curry made a good point when the news became public, saying that the number of bullets was more than 10 times what U.S. troops used in a full year of Iraqi combat. And if that wasn't enough, DHS is also ordering another 200,000 rounds of hollow point ammunition. Many are wondering why so much ammunition is being purchased. In science-related news, the Supreme Court recently threw out a lower court ruling allowing human genes to be patented. Before the ruling, the U.S. Patent and Trade Office has been awarding patents for nearly 30 years. The ACLU has been leading the fight against human gene patenting. Some say they should not be able to patent DNA unless they actually created the DNA. In entertainment news, Keisha Cole is upset over Beyonce's new song. Keisha Cole wrote on Twitter when she'd heard Beyonce's latest song, Bow Down. She had this to say. Can't stand when people are all self-righteous when it's convenient. It makes them look good, LMAO, but can still talk when convenient. She also added, first, women need to stick together. Now bees better bow. SMH, but it's all G. Chicks stay shooting the but when I speak my mind, it's a problem. Well, stay mad. And we definitely ain't mad. Here are the lyrics to the song, which got Keisha so fired up. I know when you were little girls, you dreamt of being in my world. Don't forget it. Respect that. Bow down, bees. Don't get it twisted. Meanwhile, Ace Hood discusses his new album, Trials and Tribulations. Check the video out.
A business partner. I learned a lot from him, man. I learned a lot from him. And still to this day, I'm continuing to learn. You know, there's a lot of devils, there's a lot of enemies. You know, when you do have success, you know what I'm saying, there's a lot of people who want you to fail. You know, there's a lot of people who don't want you to be in these type of positions, to be able to provide for your family.
The album dropped July 2013. To check this video out and all of our articles in their entirety, go to our Twitter and Facebook pages. When we get back, we're going to discuss these topics and more with our co-host Gamble right here on So PolitiCAL.
Why don't schools teach more mathematics, less trigonometry, and more about taxes? They at the chalkboard teaching us ass backwards. How about preparing us for life instead of lab rats? With a mansion that's about 5 floors.